Eyewitness News is covering the Rhode Island economy for you tonight.
Rhode Island Governor Carcieri has unveiled his budget for fiscal year 2011. It contains deep cuts to help close a staggering $427 million budget deficit.
And tonight, the leaders of some of the state's biggest communities are unhappy with the spending plan. To make ends meet, the governor wants to cut $135 million in community aid. That's on top of the $125 million he cut in his 2010 supplemental budget.
Eyewitness News reporter Walt Buteau spoke with several mayors tonight.
He joins us live from Providence with more on what they had to tell him.
The General Assembly can, of course, blow up the governor's budget, but the mayors we talk with know that no matter who is writing the checks, they will feel the impact.
Will be leaner but more flexible.
And the capital city will need to be both if the governor's budget proposal survives. The mayor tells us cuts to the city shifts the state's problems to families.
Make structural changes that will get at the underlying causes of these deficits. You just keep cutting support to cities and towns, you're not solving the underlying problem. And so that takes some courage and some new thinking.
In Warwick,
every department is going to have to be under the microscope again for more cuts.
You will potentially notice the cuts, but trying to follow the state's accounting will be difficult.
So there's all sorts of different pots of money that are moving around at this point.
How should the taxpayer follow that?
It's going to be very difficult to follow it because it's built on a lot of assumptions that the federal government will do X amount of things, and we're not sure that any of that is going to happen.
As one example, take a look at what Cranston is facing. $8 million in cut state aid last year, $6.5 million proposed between now and June, and $13 million more next year, for a total of $27 million.
We cannot just withstand, that magnitude of a cut.
Mayor Fung will be going to the unions
to, get more concessions. We've done that once already. I'm prepared to go back again and, do the best we can to survive.
And while the governor talks about 5 more progressively leaner years of less state funding,
I think it's probably optimistic, and it probably will be worse than what they're saying right now.
That's in the next 5 years. Right now, the big concern is the rest of this fiscal year, the next 5 months. Live with the mobile newsroom in Providence, Walt Buteau, Eyewitness News.